In just over 2 months' time, the city of Gyeongju will host APEC Korea. Gyeongju, which was the capital of the Silla kingdom for 1,000 years, is the center of Korean Buddhist culture and a city rich in history and tradition. With APEC approaching, Gyeongju is once again attracting global attention. Today, we will talk about the history and culture of Gyeongju with Jang In-sook, the president of the Foreign Language Commentator Association at Gyeongju City Hall. Welcome, President Jang.
Welcome, President Jang.
Well, Silla and Walter, I am Jang In-sook. Thank you so much for having me. I am truly honored to share the story of our beautiful city, Gyeongju, with the viewers of Arirang TV.
Thank you very much for connecting with us today from Gyeongju. Now, President Jang, as a resident of Gyeongju and a cultural guide and commentator, what was your first thought when you heard that APEC would be held in your city?
When I first heard the news, I felt so proud and excited. Gyeongju is full of history, culture, and warm-hearted people. And I thought it was the perfect chance for the world to see what made Gyeongju so special. As a cultural tourism commentator, I am excited to help visitors to connect with the stories behind what they see.
We can definitely hear your excitement, President Jang. Now, with many foreigners visiting Gyeongju now ahead of APEC, I can imagine that guides and commentators like you are very busy these days, and also that there are many English interpretation services, maybe also interpretation services from other languages. So how are things going in terms of preparations?
Yes, definitely. We will be busy, much busier than usual, not only at major heritage sites, but also at hotels, restaurants, and culture events. Visitors are more than just a fact. They are curious about the lesson, the hidden meanings, and the human stories behind them. It can be challenging, but every conversation feels like building a bridge between cultures, which is incredibly rewarding.
President Jang, Gyeongju was the center of trade and cultural exchange in East Asia in the Silla period. Now, what was Gyeongju like at that time, and how does it traditionally, historically, signify and continue to this day?
Yes, Walter, as you know, Gyeongju was the capital of Silla Kingdom for 1,000 years, and it served as a major hub along the maritime Silk Road in East Asia. It was connected to China, Japan, and Southeast Asia through both sea and land routes. It allowed the exchange of Buddhism, art, and advanced technologies. Within the city, there are royal palaces, bustling markets, temples, and facilities to welcome foreign envoys. They made Gyeongju a vibrant international city where people and the culture from around the world mingled. That spirit and rich history continue to this day.
Mm-hmm. And we hope that we will be able to feel that spirit in 2 months from now as well. Now, you just mentioned facilities and temples that are very crucial to that area. Now, Bulguksa Temple, for instance, and Seokguram Grotto, those are widely known as UNESCO Cultural Heritage Sites. But, President Jang, could you share with us some charms or stories of the city beyond what we know from the descriptions in textbooks?
Yes, absolutely. When you visit Bulguksa Temple, you don't just look at the buildings. You feel the harmony among the temple, mountains, and sunlight of the day. In the morning, the sun touching the stone pagodas is very soft and peaceful. This makes you feel that nature and the architecture are breathing together. At Seokguram Grotto, what impresses visited most is the deep silence and peace inside the cave. The Buddha statue has a perfect balance, and the dim light make you feel as if time has completely stopped. So I'd like to say the true beauty of Buddha's temple and Sakuran Grotto is not only in his history and culture, but also the warm and the peaceful feelings you can experience only here.
That's correct, yes. And President Jang, you have been guiding foreigners around Gyeongju for quite some time now. What do foreigners find most appealing about the city?
What attracts visitors most about Gyeongju is how history and modern life are together so naturally. They are amazed to see ancient tombs, temples, and old observatories right in the heart of the city. Walking through the street, they often comment on the peaceful and quiet atmosphere. Visitors say they live with a feeling of calm and the inspiration that they can't find anywhere else.
Right. And now, President Jang, ahead of we do have the main event in around 2 months' time from now. And also, high-level talks between culture ministers are currently unfolding from today until Thursday, and many side events are going to happen as well. So, do you think APEC 2025 will be a good opportunity to promote the city of Gyeongju and Silla culture?
Yes, I believe the APEC is more than just an economic summit meeting. It is a unique moment when world leaders and delegates gather here in Gyeongju. It is not only visiting famous sites like Buddha's Temple and Sakuran Grotto, but also discovering how tradition and modern life exist together here. So I see this APEC as a great chance to share Gyeongju and Silla culture with the world globally.
And President Jang, after APEC, what stories or culture of Gyeongju would you like to see promoted in the bid to make an even more beloved city to foreigners?
Besides Buddha's Temple and Sakuran Grotto, there are many other treasures. For example, Cheomseongdae, the oldest existing astronomical observatory in East Asia, Cheonmacheong, the royal tomb where the splendid golden crown was discovered. Donggung Palace and Orji Pond was part of the Silla Royal Palace complex. And Yangdong Village, a traditional Joseon dynasty village where visitors feel the life of the Korean nobles. If more of these sites are shared with the world, I believe Gyeongju will be loved as a living city of history and culture.
All right, that's all the time we have today. Thank you very much, President Jang, for connecting with us today from Gyeongju, and we wish you a wonderful experience with APEC 2025 personally and also for the city itself. Thank you again.
Thank you, President Jang.
Visit Gyeongju. Thank you. Bye.
And thank you, Walter, as always. I feel it's always very interesting to look at the city of Gyeongju from so many perspectives.
It's very interesting, and I can't wait to see what we have in store for the rest of the weeks to come.
Exactly, because you said we have 66 days left.
66 days left.